coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw, it's Lance. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Room here to run. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 34. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Touchdown, Rams! Tyler Higbee, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Through one quarter, 14-7. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing now is Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. He's number 1 in the league in touchdown passes, just through number 20 on that last drive. And they start here with a 1st down. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Lance. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited. Not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
San Francisco's offense is built largely on speed, and Danny Gray, he's got plenty of it. A legit 4-3 guy who can burn defenders with the ball in his hands. He can catch it short and turn it into a long play. And as quick as he is, the 49ers will get the ball to him plenty, as they just did there for a 1st down.
Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. From the gun, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Stafford. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now Lance.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Gold to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
From the 6. And as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
And Lance going to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford connecting with Kupp here on the out route. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 46.
He'll throw from the gun.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Lance looking to throw it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal for a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Play action, now it's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Niners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Stafford on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50 at Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, it's complete to Robinson.
He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Stafford looks to throw again. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 22, Stafford under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And got his man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. This is caught. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
from 4 yards out.
And the 49ers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 70 yards on first down at Stafford. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense